David Bay here for MuscularDevelopment.com. We are in Las Vegas for the 2015 NPC USA Championships. I'm hanging out here with heavyweight competitor Benny Brantley. Benny, you had a busy last season in 2014. We saw you at the USAs, North Americans, and Nationals. Top 5 finishes in a couple of those shows and a top 10 finish at Nationals. Not quite where you wanted to be. An 8-month break between Nationals and the USAs now. What have you been up to?
Just working on hard. Started training with Dominic Cardone, who's a new IFBB pro last year at Nationals, and he's taken me to a totally different training style and diet, and it's good. I have high hopes for the show. Yeah.
I know, Benny, I'm sure you've read the critiques that come from our crew at Muscular Development and everywhere, and I think the general consensus is you've got one of the most gifted structures that we see on the stage at the national level, even at a professional level. Missed the mark a little bit as far as your conditioning. Obviously, still placing top 5 and top 10 is definitely there. Is that one of the things that you and Dominic have really stressed leading into the USAs for this year?
Oh yeah. I've tried to really focus on the off season, keeping my weight low, keeping the body fat low. Trying to figure in some good cardio on the off season and keeping my skin very thin because I have a tendency of having that hard, thick skin, so you can't really see the cuts, once I diet down. But he's been working with me. It's been tough, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, now the off-season weight thing seems to be a trend. I know for a long period of time in the early and mid-2000s, guys were just blowing up as big as they could in the off-season in an attempt to gain as much mass as possible. How far over your contest weight did you get up to this off-season?
Maybe about 20, 25 pounds. Yeah, which is usually for me. I'm 5'7", so I weigh about 260 on my off-season usually. So being just about 20, 25 pounds over really helped me, doing intervals and different training styles, and yeah, it was good to see my body kind of stay low and slowly change and come down a lot faster, and not have to work so hard and kill myself to get back down. But you don't really have to do that. You can actually still lift heavy, still be strong, and keep your body maybe 20 pounds or 25 pounds above your show weight. And still have a good off season.
Now, being leaner than you have been in the off season, geez, got swans floating around in the river behind us, and I think one just yelled at me doing my interview. Sorry, guys. Being a little bit leaner in your off season, did you still take the same amount of time prepping for this show as you would have in the past, or did that allow you to do a shorter prep?
Yeah, still took the same amount of time to come down, and it was just a lot easier on my heart, easier on my joints, and it just going slow and watching it change and not having to rush it and try and lose that 15 pounds in 3 or 4 days, and holding too much water is always hard for me. Getting ready for a show and coming close. So yeah.
All right, well, it sounds like you made some definitely positive changes. Hopefully it takes you in the direction you want to go in come tomorrow. Guys, make sure you follow along tomorrow. Prejudging for men's bodybuilding starts at 12 noon. Finals are going to be Saturday at 5 o'clock. Remember, that's Pacific time. Make sure to check back to Muscular Development for our live play-by-play with our real-time pictures going up in the threads of all the call-outs, our professional galleries, and everything else you guys are used to for Muscular Development. But for right now, we're going to wrap it up. So once again, from the 2015 NPC USAs, this is David Bay with heavyweight competitor Benny Brantley from MuscularDevelopment.com.